Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning, the center head. Good morning, the management team. And of course, good morning, my fellow faculties, and good morning, other member of the staff. All right, so quickly, let me go to the very file. So this file is the submission made by the center head. And quickly, I want to commend commend this effort made by the center head. Okay. All I'm doing is a suggestion. Okay. A recommendation. Okay. To see how this is accepted into the as a working document. Now, why am I doing this? Because I believe that this document is useful, and as such, we need to make it sustainable, because it wouldn't be a great idea to have something as beautiful as this submission made by the center head to along the line be lost or become too bogus for even the center head or the team of management to manage. I see that now. So what we want, I believe, is something more sustainable. So look at this now. I'm going to be, as you pay attention to what I'm going to be saying, you will see the reasons why the file I'm going to show you now is a more sustainable approach, more sustainable, easy to use approach. Okay, now let's quickly look at the file I have. So for example, this is a spreadsheet, okay? It's a spreadsheet I'm proposing that we can use. This has been close to what I normally use for my attendance. I think the center head has seen this once, but this is a better upgraded version of that same file. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to, let's say, my classes. So below here are the classes I'm handling. I don't know whether anyone is seeing my cursor. Below here, let me see if I can use a tool to point. Okay. All right. Think I can. I should not worry about that for now. Okay, just pay attention to my cursor. Pay attention to my cursor to follow on with what I am showing you. All right. So quickly below this very spreadsheet, you will see the pages, the sheets that are open, the Bootstrap, the GSF, the Android 1, the Android 2. This means I have two Android classes. Okay, I have a GSF class also running, and I have Bootstrap class. Now, this Bootstrap class is a class that has been concluded. Yeah, let me use that. Yeah, it's the class that has been concluded. So I have three active classes. So I'm going to, on my submission, I'm going to delete this one because the request the center had made is that we should start this January 2025. So the GSF Android, Android 1 and Android 2, which are two classes, started this January. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to use Android 1 for a quick example. And then I'm going to compare what I have to what the center head has submitted. So quickly on this, I'm going to show you. So now, this is the month of what? So the month of what is this? So on the spreadsheet, you can see I have January. You have months listed already. So you don't need to be looking for the month. Now, if we submit monthly, that's number one. How can the management take a track record of what happened the past month and what happened the next month? That's why you need a spreadsheet. So if we, let's say we submit this month, February, and then by March we submit again, okay, it now becomes a very tedious work for the center head or the management team to begin to look for the file we submitted on February to now compare it with March. So I think that is very bogus. That is not smart enough. Okay, so if we have the spreadsheet, can always quickly look at what is going on the spreadsheet going forward, the January, February, March, and going forward until the very course is ended. All right, so the next requisition is a trainer's name. Obviously, in the file, just somewhere below, you would see the trainer's name there, Faculty Obina, once again, Mr. Jet. All right, so you can see the trainer's name, you can see the trainer's discipline. Okay, so senior software engineer. All right, you can see that. Okay, so the next one requested course name. Obviously, the course name is the Android. It's the course name. So the Android, the sheet you're on, like now you can see, already tells you that you're on Android class. Okay, so the next one is course code. If we have course code name, obviously that will be provided. For now, no course code name. And targeted audience, obviously. The target audience is the file you're looking at. Okay, look at that. So this is the audience. This is the audience. Children. Okay, so and then we have total scheduled training hours for the month. That is also obviously explained within this file. So training is 2 hours per period. So and for each class, we know it's 2 hours. So that one will be extra information to provide. Okay, so and then we have number of students enrolled. Obviously, the spreadsheet provides you with that. We have 1 to 28. So in this class now we have up to 1 to 28 students provided. Okay, and then the next one is number of students attending regularly. I seen that. So you see, now look at the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet has zeros and ones. Okay, this is the way we take attendance. Okay, so our attendance comes this way because if a student has missed a class, it becomes 0. If the student has attended a class, it becomes 1. Can I see that? So it's automated. Now, if I change any cell, look at this cell here. If I change any cell to 0, the cell automatically turns to red. I see that. So this cell has turned to red. So this is computation in Excel. So I'm going to change it back to 1. The cell will turn out from red. I see that. Okay, so that is how to do these things to make things easy. Now you don't want at the end of the month for a faculty to just give you maybe the number of students that attend regularly. There could be some irregularities with that. Okay, so what you need is a way to have a real life tracking of what's going on. Okay, and I'm going to show you that before the end of this demonstration. Okay, I can literally show you immediately. If you look at this, we have that. I will send you the link of this very uh, file so that you can always have access to it. You don't need the end of the month to have access to what is happening. Okay, so what's the next thing requested? I'll still come back to that. Okay, model to picture name. That is about the model name. Planned hours, okay, and that will be provided. Actual hours spent, completion of actual planning, concepts and skills covered. Okay, so these are the topics so you can see we have the topics which include the skills. Okay, so here within this week 1, week 2, you can see these are the skills and topics covered. Within this week 3, week 4, week 5, you can see these are the skills covered. Within this week 6, week 7, these are the skills covered. I believe, so you see that moving. Now, I wonder how if we submit these things monthly, and then, you have to still download all those files again and again to now begin to compare, and contrast. I think that's a heavy work to do. Even the person doing it will get worn out. I mean, the person trying to supervise this will get worn out if we don't do it on this spreadsheet. I'm guessing that's a submission. Okay, so quickly, I want to also, just size and project names. So we have also project names. This is a project section, okay? So these are the assignments students have done in the class, okay? So even here, you'll be able to see that some students are not actively doing their projects. You can see zeros and all these reds show that students are not doing their projects. So in this class now, how many students not doing their projects? Whereas in Android 2, let me see. Okay, we have more people doing their projects in Android 2. Then in JSF class, we have many students doing their projects. Okay, not too quite many of them. Okay, so now why am I doing this? Why do we have to be doing this? We don't need to wait until the end of the month to find out students that are doing their projects or students that are not doing their projects. I see that. First week, second week, first week is enough. The management team that are responsible for checking whether students are doing their projects just goes through these things and find students that are not up to par, that are not doing well, and then have to contact their parents right away. We don't want parents to be contacting us, and then we are now trying to defend or give reasons back to them why students. It has to be an Excel sheet explaining exactly what's going on and what's not going on. Okay, so that a management team that will be in charge of this would have immediate, quick access to what's going on. Okay, so let's continue with this. Now, you also have brief description that can also be seen here. Brief description that will be also expressed here as well. And then we have percentage of completion, and the student performance general comments. Okay, so we can also have that on students record at the extreme parts here. That's where we can have that. Okay, so the challenges and difficulties encountered, that can be notes. You can see below here we have a place I put for notes. Right here, this one has it. So right here we can see challenges. Okay, so challenges. So below the whole stuff, you can see challenges. Okay, and the solutions you are suggesting for those, and other solutions that you think that the company needs to thrive. Okay, and then what other things are there? Date of report. The date is always the date of the class is the date of everything. Okay, the date of the class, because classes cannot just be holding. There should be dates to classes that are being held. Okay, so at the end of the day, so as this track is going on this way, the management team knows when to call the students, when to call the faculty, when to have, an upgrade, when to discuss anything that needs to be discussed. Some things cannot wait to the end of the month because they can cause more damage. That's why I think we need something like this. So how can we quickly understand the coloration here? You can see where we have color key representations. So the color keys presentation is all about the red means that student is absent, and then the green means that the student has been absent, and if the student is absent for 3 days, the parents of the student has to be involved before the student is restated into the class. And of course, if the student is a working class staff, you can see that we have a blue color here that permits the students, and that permit to be gotten from the department as possible for the management, especially the center head. Okay, so and of course we have this color means that the class was cancelled. Okay, so you can see we have just 2 classes here that we are cancelled. This color, that's light yellow, I guess. All right, so quickly, so how can we make these files easy to access? Because that's the next question. I wonder what happened. Oh my God. NIT, your light has went off. I hope, oh, Jesus Christ. So NIT, light don't come out. I hope I'll still post this thing this way. Let me see whether I can bring that page over here. Okay, it's over here. But I'm still viewing. Okay, let me remove my extension and see whether my system will quickly pick. Okay, screen sharing has stopped, but video is still recording. Okay, that's fine. So let me record my own screen. All right, built-in share. Sorry about that. The live tripped off, light went off, and of course, everything went off. I mean, the monitor I'm using went off as well. So I have to switch over to my system monitor, my system screen. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to continue here. All right, so quickly, okay, they just switched on the generator, but we can still continue while that is going on. All right, so quickly, you can see that we have, so now, how can we, the power has come up, but I will continue this way. How can we quickly have access to this? I mean, for the supervisors, for the management team, you can see this file. This file is where all the links, so all the faculties we can prepare, is a suggestion, can prepare this kind of Google Doc sheets, all right, and then provide a link to the center head or to the management team who are going to be responsible for checking this continuously to either call the parents or call the faculty and all of that. Okay, and of course you can see that already what I have here, I have two of if I go to my share, I have I have few persons connected to this that are helping me to manage this very platform, and those that want access, meaning that I will give Centerhead access to this file, and any other person in Centerhead is approving to help him view and review these documents. Okay, so thank you so much. That won't take us too long. If any question, you ask, and thank you. Continue waiting always. God bless.